gets it in for Westbrook. 1 point game. Westbrook tosses. George, pump fake. 3 on the way. Yes! Paul George nails it. The Thunder go in front with 3 seconds.
So kind. 82-76, Denver up 6. 7 turnovers by the Nuggets in the third quarter. Paul George has scored 9 straight.
Comes in and takes it right out of his hands. Throws it ahead to George. George!
You wonder how much energy Denver's going to have. Nice pass. George! Tough step back. Braves splashes home.
Steven Adams. You look at Steven Adams' numbers over the last 3 games, 20 and 10, being more aggressive. And this team can get steals and turn defense into offense.
You're going in with a little bit of momentum with, but there it is right there.
Steven Adams was able to knock it free. Sends it up. Schroeder with a nice pass to George, who flushes it home. George fighting his way down the lane. It's going to drop in. And another and one possibility for Paul.
From Donovan Mitchell.
George right down the lane. And Paul George now has 30 on the night.
Free ball. And another possession out to Westbrook. The lob. George finishing at the other end.
Not only does he miss the shot.
Doubles coming into the game today. So far is 6 rebounds short of a 6th straight. Diallo! Say it with your chest. And 1.
Now,
Snatching away that rebound.
I like that, all 5 to the glass.
George again. This time, speaking of getting to the glass, doing everything for the Thunder, and he opens up this fourth quarter with a
Wilt Chamberlain.
Well, it's easy to underappreciate the career of Wilt Chamberlain. It's not hard to appreciate Paul George as Westbrook.
And they make the call. George. Oh, my goodness. Paul George bouncing off of Isaac.
Unbelievable right here. What Jonathan Isaac? There's the bump. Hands up.
Goodness.
But as soon as he feels the contact.
It ends up being Thunderball anyway, and a breakaway for George. And a stop!
How about that overtime game? 3 minutes left. Down 2, and you go with a...
George fighting his way down the lane. It's going to drop in. And another and one possibility.
For a minute, it was a Clipper town.
Boy, beautiful ball movement. The Thunder started by Schroeder, who rifled a pass down low to George.
We know Paul can dribble, but he can pass it too. That's a tough pass.
And Aminu, came up and got blocked by George. But what a denial on the defensive end by Paul George.
You talk about access denied at the rim. Paul George, just perfect.
Back of the rim is the Thunder inching closer up ahead. George soars and throws it down. By PG-13, nobody can stop that. Get above the rim. Forcing Tom Thibodeau and the team.
Town, but for a minute, it was a Clipper town.
Boy, beautiful ball movement. The Thunder started by Schroeder, who rifled a pass down low to George.
We know Paul can dribble, but he can pass it too. That's a tough pass.
Murray can't get that one to fall. I'm interested to see this matchup because that would look personal. That looked like he had some anger for MVP. 9-0 run here in the first quarter for the Thunder. We'll be back.
I did not think the day was going to end with a Lorenzo Williams reference. You didn't get the production on that. Oh, Paul.
OKC, but Lakers with the handle on the basketball. And it's thrown away. They lead in steals. This guy right there leads the NBA in steals. Paul George.
for trouble as he's got his second steal already, and his...
George sizing him up. Boy, we've seen that go down so many times, but he saves it out of bounds, and it sets up a T-Firm triple.
I'm going to let you talk about time to put pressure on the Nets.
Ball, Paul George elevates, and the Thunder is dunk off the feed from Westbrook. Thunder in this fourth quarter.
Oh, look at that, it's just hung up there, had elevation, hang time.
Durant blocked. Diallo swats Durant, tried to go behind the back. It ends up in the hands of George. Reverse stuff.
Oh, George gets one to go there off the steal in transition. Long distance bomb from George, keeping the hopes of the Thunder alive.
2-point game. Here comes Westbrook. Off to Adams. Westbrook corner. George for the lead. Westbrook got the assist. It is a three.
Absolutely.
They've got the lead. Westbrook has a triple-double, and Paul George may have just won this game for the Thunder.
You got to think Paul George has to get a touch at some point, and he does. The three ball quickly. Got it! And one! My George!
Now watch him come off that. There he comes off the screen, and then he goes up right away. You say, well, what happened? Butler was a half a step back. Why? Because the screen is a big screen by Adams. Now you still have to.
They're not going to use it. George with 5. George drives over Gobert. It's good with 0.8 of a second left to give the Thunder a 1-point lead. Timeout, Utah. MVP caliber shot by an MVP candidate. Split into doubles and then over one of the best shot blockers in the league. Rainbows that one in to give the Thunder the advantage.
Teardrop.
That one was up there by the shot clock right there, Dave.
That scraped the sky on the way down.
Wow.
Ball screens, they're switching very little. On ball, they'll switch a little bit more, but you're right. Paul George with a terrific, but the catch and go by George, the bump by Matthews, and the shot over the backboard. That's a horse shot.
His 30th.
Well, Paul George rips him and then looks at the Laker bench. Stevenson all over George. Finally draws the foul. Shot's good and one. And those two guys are good friends and play a lot of video game together. While the Pacers, a lot of playoff battles together in Indiana. I'm sure a lot of practice battles also. And how about Westbrook playing the guitar? Anything you can